you know, you sort of.
Everything they're in the worst position.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay, I do believe the stream is back on. Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's at the power plant.
You've gone outside of the actual site itself.
Yeah.
Cool. Jesus Christ.
I was like, wow. You were talking, and I was talking, and I got nothing out. I was like, oh, I must have been deaf.
Well, I just got booted and then got distracted, and then I'm cruising out of the site if I can find my way.
No worries.
There's plenty of space here.
Oh,
This would be easy for like a little virtual truck.
Okay, everyone. Sorry about that. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for waiting. It's
I'm back. Thanks for waiting.
Well, it's been
no problem. I've been waiting a lifetime.
Yeah, just to see me in me red underwear.
Oh yes, absolutely. You get them bad boys out.
That's quite good, actually, isn't it? It's quite. That was. Yeah. They used to be printed, didn't they? So you can see they were cartoonish, but now they're photographs that are put on there. They look a lot better. Well, I couldn't believe it. And I've got that for Christmas. But same, my daughter bought it for me to do the barbecues in, and regretted it. My missus was in hysterics. She says, "You are not going out in the garden like that." I says, "Yeah." So I've got my apron on. She says, "Yeah, but that's all." I said, "Oh, well." I said, "This is where it's going to shock her." She says, "You're an evil bastard." I went, "No." I says, "I'm just an arsehole."
Yeah, I agree. I just heard a little voice go, "Yeah, I agree."
No, I'm running. I'm working again.
You never say you're an arsehole if you're on. Hello. Hello, Dawson. Hello. I thought I'd pop in and say hello before I go to the live stream, so I'll be on the farm soon. In a minute. Isn't that just gay?
Yeah.
Well, you see, you could join me in there.
Hello, Jose. How you doing?
Jose jalapeno.
Yeah, Jose jalapeno on a stick.
How come your grandpa now? I noticed that earlier.
Oh, you just had to, didn't you?
Water.
But I'll tell you what.
Walter's lost his name.
No, I've been making bloody grandpa now. Hello, where are you boys?
Dave's daddy. Right. What am I, weird uncle? Yeah.
It was quite funny actually, because Dave decided to start calling me grandpa, and I was sitting there reading the new rules.
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, if you've got a problem with the rules, I'll hand you out to Jay." So I went, "Okie dokie." So I read the rules out that I thought were a problem, and she went, "Right." I says, "Because Dave started abusing me by calling me grandpa. He's going on to my age." I says, you know, and so she slapped him. I thought it was wicked. He hated it because I turned the tables on him. That's twice in 1 week.
Twice?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I'm guessing it's starting in a minute as well. So I'll set my stream up. I've added my new what's it into the top of this stream. So if you look at it, it says at the top of starting soon. Welcome, Dawsonators.
You've actually incorporated the Dawson.
Oh yes. I hope.
I'd do it for you. So right if I said join the masturbators.
Well, no, it won't, because it'll be giveaways.
Yeah, well, that means everybody. That sounds like they all hate Gibbo.
or
yeah.
Or they hate them.
Yeah.
You've got ball going down on you, mate. Eating you. So see what you are.
Tea time.
Yeah. Right, I'm rolling up.
Hang on, what was that? Made by Force Rapid. I lost you there, Force Rapid. What was that?
That's radar.
No, Force Rapid is put in the chat. Made by Force Rapid.
Oh, yes. Are you streaming them, Morgan?
Yes, I'm.
Made by Force Rapid. Yes, made by Force Rapid. If you look in a minute, Force, mate, it'll be on. I haven't got made by Force on there, but I will advertise it for you, bud. In fact, I'll put the welcome banner made by Force Rapid. Have you got a page, Force? You have, haven't you?
Yes, he has. Because I'm redoing my stream, so his stream is in with my ones that flash up, so everybody sees, you know, like him, Old Time Gamer, and all of them.
Yeah, so that's what I've done with mine.
Yeah, because I've got it on like a slideshow, but what I do is I take all their icons and I put them in like a slideshow, so everybody sees all these icons and they keep flashing past, and eventually it will sit in people's brains. Oh, I've got to go to so and so, and they'll see the icon and then they'll just click on it. Which is good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Wow.
You're pretty good.
In fact, in my little bit I put at the top, I sort of copied Dave a little bit, like welcome to the stream. I'll put welcome Dawsonators to the stream. Don't forget to like and sub.
Thank you, Force. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, I'm about to. Force in the chat. Where are you, Force? Where is it? You don't need to follow me, guys. Not part of the road.
I got round and round about again without hitting the signs. I mounted the curb a bit, but I didn't hit the signs. I am getting better. Yeehaw!
I apologise, Force. I thought I was subscribed, but I'm not. So, Force Rapid, I deeply apologise, mate.
Oh, sacrilege!
But I've subscribed now, so. Wow, Dawson, you're slacking with the subscriptions to everybody.
Oh.
Although, they don't see you'll get caughty.
That's it.
I cannot help it, I am only human. Wow, that's...
But I thought you were special.
Anybody need a fuel station?
Yeah.
Yeah, could do one.
No worries, one coming up, lads.
I can't see how I've gone from a full tank to nearly an empty one when all I've done is rebooted the game twice.
Well,
I must have a leaky fuel tank.
Oh, I'm going on the wrong side. It's on the left-hand side of the road, guys. So just double check before you switch it.
Oh, that's all right. I just put across anything coming. They got brakes.
That's it. If I crash it, they'll understand. You won't cross relay the traffic when you speed.
Oh, gold. I didn't see that. Well, I did, but too late. I just see a flashing sign. It was going mental because I was doing 54 kilometres an hour instead of 30.
What do you mean, what makes it? Why? What do you mean? He should know.
Oh,
I don't know. You're not buying from him anyway. It's ripped you up.
I'm still a bit stuttery.
I'm not telling you that.
But that be that there internet pissing around.
You don't want to waste your money buying it from him. So he gives you. Yeah, but A, I've got a shit graphic card. B, I've got a shit CPU. C, I've fucking got everything else shit. Good thing I'm not streaming, isn't it? That's exactly that. Right, cool. So your link is in my link now.
Yeah, I've got a couple of guys that are watching on Twitch. If you go over to YouTube, you'll see Force Rapid on YouTube. Also Dawson Gaming. Go give him a look and hit the like and subscribe buttons, please, guys.
Oh, right, yeah, I think I'm ready. Let's start this out, shall we? Right, I'll speak to you lads later. I'm going to come out and jump in the live stream. Bye, sweetheart. Bye.
Toodly
Bye,
pip.
sweetheart. Love you long time. $10. $10, $10.
Have a safe journey.
Have a safe journey.
Force, you're welcome, mate.
Sucky, sucky, ten
There's
bucky.
advantage with this because let me tell you who I stream to. I go to restream, which I think you do as well. I've got YouTube, Twitch, Instagib, and Periscope. So I'm streaming to all 4 of them at the same time. So that means that when I shout out, it means they all get the shout as well. So, you know, hopefully it'll pull people in for you. If it does, brilliant. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, my friend. And if they don't come and look at you, then they're missing out because you do a bloody good tube channel. I enjoy it. I think you and Old Timer are about the two that I've had the longest that I sit and watch. Old Time Gamer. That's crazy though, because I'm amazed. I mean, I've only been doing this about 6 months, on and off. I've got 78 subs at the minute. But that's not counting me followers as well. For some reason, it's not picking up me
my friend.
Twitch followers.
Yeah,
Ah, right. Now I've got to remember to go. Yeah, I was going to say, I've just come out the first one. I've got to make sure I go all the way around and not cut off at the first one because I keep doing that. It's the second one I've got to take.
Touch of bro. Touch his bro. What's going on? That's you alright, mate? Yeah, not bad. That's very good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Meow.
Where are you two at? Jesus, I've left you.
Not far behind you.
I'm over here. I'm over here between the trees. Look.
Didn't see that. You and your sexy legs in the trees, mate.
Oh yes, I'm ready to jump out and flash the world.
Especially in the outback where it's nice and warm and you can get your legs out.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be all I'll get out. I'm talking about my belly.
You know what you were talking about. I can't get it out. There we go.
Well, actually, quite a few years ago, I went to south of France and went down on the beach. I actually went down there because I was doing something for somebody who's writing a history book. And there's an area down on this like west coast of France where it was something to do with like the Dunkirk area. Era of what was going on at Dunkirk, and this was another beach. And this guy who was doing this book said, you know, would I go out and do some photographs of the area? And I come walking around the corner of this cliff to where this beach was, and I've got an old map with it where everything was, and a lot of it's still there. It's still built on top of the hill and into the hill. And as I'm walking along, I'm looking up on this cliff, and as I turned round, there's about 200, 300 of these people stark naked. I've gone, whoops.
Was that men or women? Or was it a bit of both?
Oh, there was whole families there, mate. Kids.
What, in the nuts?
Yeah, there was kids there with the mums and dads and aunts, uncles, granddads. I think some of them must have been great aunties or
vehicle coming up towards you guys to slow stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I agree with all that. You know, I'm up for that. That's not a problem. The only thing is there was one woman and one bloke there, and I'm not joking. They had more wrinkles in my bed sheets after 3 years. Jesus, you wouldn't be able to iron them out ever.
Wow. Wait. There we go. Ads, if you want to meet us in Montpellier, mate, that's where we're headed.
Ah, nice one, Noggy.
I'm trying to get my games.
341 subs. Well done, Noggy. That's absolutely brilliant, mate. You can imagine what's going to happen when you get your new system. Your subs are going to go through the roof.
Literally through the roof.
Yeah. Come around there a bit faster, mate. You might kill someone.
I'll tell you what, this little trip down to Montpellier from that power station has been a nice little ride. There's like some nice little sceneries.
Yeah, there is.
Have you just gone over where like a landmark?
Yeah, I've been there, I think.
I mean, I could struggle getting up this hill, so there could be a chance I may have to look below, but it's moving okay.
No worries, mate.
Got to tell you what.
I'm in a truck stop anyway, so.
Yeah, going through this little village is a bit naughty.
You'll see me.
Because
I've just gone past that single link with the mobile crane on it. It's like, if I hit this, I'm not going to.
Well, I have to do a Yui. I thought that comes out the other end.
Yeah, I'm just going through this little village at 62 miles an hour. If they walk out their front doors, they won't be walking back in it.
Crawling up this hill, it's 21.
21, 22, 28. You'll see me as you come through. Come out of the truck stop.
You went metal detecting and got lost on a cliff for 3 hours.
You need to smash your face off of that.
What?
Uh-oh.
That's all right. No, their barrier was a little bit out of shape, so I've put it back in.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. Why have I got a traffic light here? Oh, roadworks. You guys didn't mention any roadworks.
Right, well, if you see me, then I'm just making a coffee, right?
Yeah, no worries.
But I'm not on the main road, I'm off on the slip road. You'll see me anyways. Right, do check it.
Well, I just see a sign there, I think it's level crossing. Can't see the lights flashing, so I'm going for it. Cool, I flew. Well, I want to do that again. It's Noggy's just put in the chat. He just went metal detecting, and they got lost on a cliff for 3 hours.
Oh, lovely.
Hello, I just found Beast.
Give a Beast game, by the way. If you're into, you can smash me up as much as you want on the 28th because it's my birthday.
I can't, mate. The 28th, I've got to go to hospital. I've got to go and have ECGs and blood tests and a couple of heart scans.
And MOT.
So it's going to be birthday meetings by my brother and also on ETS.
We might be in a nice mood, it all depends.
Yeah. I mean, the only way to guarantee you get a beating is to drive an Iveco.
Beastie hasn't heard it yet anyway, because he's not making it through,
so.
Yeah. I just realised, yeah, false. You say you watch me. Yeah, I do, mate. I've watched you and time gamer, a hell of a lot. I watch your playbacks and everything. You know, it's just to. I've learnt a lot from you two guys, believe it or not. I did try watching Squirrel. But it's all the way he does things is you don't really learn anything. If you ask him, he'll tell you, but it's sometimes when I put stuff in chat, he hasn't been able to answer because he gets so many people. But I say old time gamer, Nigoti, I can't remember his name now. Nigoti, he does like GTA and such like. He does quite a lot of gaming. So I'll watch the guys that know what they're doing. Then I learn how to do things a little bit better as well. So it's thanks to you, old time gamer, and a few others that I can actually get all of this to work and put out a fairly decent stream. And I say fairly decent because I need a new graphics card because I'm only running the 5450 old ATI job. But it don't do a bad job. But I definitely need a better graphics card. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go to here. Go to there. Let's have a look, see. Right. Subs.
There's one thing I've noticed about ATS mod.
Air Force Proud 95, he's one that I watch because he trolls like flight sim, him and his mates, and it's bloody funny when they do it. Where are we? Of course, Barnacles, I watch him quite a bit.
Yeah, you get a lot more people in Euro for ATS, but like I said today earlier on, Optic Big Time is playing ATS at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just going through.
Well, that server will probably start getting filled up if it starts playing multiplayer.
Epic Gamer. Where are we? Oh, Frugal Sim. I used to watch him every weekend, every Sunday when he did his streams, but I ain't done that for a while because I haven't bothered with Flight Sim. Where are we? I will find it.
Are you guys on the motorway? Because I'm just driving through single lanes.
No, I'm not on the motorway.
I'm sitting on a side road with Beastie.
I'm 157 miles away. Where are you at?
I'm 388.
Yeah, I've been sent down like all these back roads and stuff. I'm just on single lanes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's done, is it? It doesn't work, wouldn't it?
Also,
No.
Middle-aged Gamer is another one I watch.
You want to go?
So I've got a few I watch, but there's only like about 4 that I watch all the time because I learn off of them. Them photos you sent to me, Extreme, absolutely brilliant. I actually showed me mate the photos where I took my computer so I can find out what I can get it upgraded to.
There's nothing comes in your mouth.
And it was he said a bloody brilliant photos because it saved him a headache trying to work out whether that size graphic card would fit in my machine, and he says it will. It'll go in easy. But he suggested once I get a new power supply to go for an RX-7. Oh crap! What did he say? RX-7 something. But there you go. That's what I can go for. But I've got to get a bigger power supply because the one that's in here hasn't got enough power in it to like kick the graphics card into action as such. But no, those pictures you sent, mate, were bloody brilliant. They helped out my mate no end because he was having to look up on me what my motherboard was and everything. There we go.
What's the mean, where's mine? How can I take all the glass out? Jesus Christ! I fixed something and you want it.
Yeah, I do appreciate that extreme. Absolutely brilliant of you, mate. And so saved a few headaches. Because you're saying, like the other day, he says he had a guy come in with an R9 graphics card, absolutely huge one, had 3 fans on it, everything. He did say what it was, but I couldn't remember. And he brought this mini tower in. The graphics card was bigger than the whole tower. And he was saying, for some reason, I can't get this into the machine. You know? But my mate sorted it. He said, well, that's no problem. He says, take the side of the case off. And they did. And what he did is he drilled a hole in the bottom of the case, put a nut and a bolt in. So the graphics card was sort of like bolted in. He says, now you stick your cables in there. He says, and what we'll do is we'll run you an extension cable from your PCI port up to the graphics card. So you run him a short like cable. And he says, there you go. He says, it's all up and running. He says, but that is the only way you're going to do it. But that only just fitted inside the case, and that's going from the top of the case to the bottom. From front to the back to the case, just no possible way would it fit. It's one of them MIDI units.
I know what the fuck I'm doing.
He said you can almost say that the graphics card was bigger than what the motherboard was. Ding, ding, ding.
Where are you, Gibber?
I'm 106 miles away. The route is took me is probably up that road. I finally got to a double lane now.
Oh, the band, I'll meet you up. Bye, Ann.
That's alright, I'm just taking a slow stroll looking at the scenery.
So good. Bye, man.
I was just looking to see if there was any deer or anything running around the fields, but I'm just driving along with the barrels of my shotgun out the cab window. Yeah, they are AMD, but you know, don't bother me. I've got an AMD in here now. The motherboard's got an AMD graphics on it. So I'll use either ATI or Nvidia. It really doesn't bother me with either of them. End of the day, as long as I can play the games that I want, you know, I don't worry about it.
Huh?
I'll be honest, I did used to be just Nvidia, and I would not budge from them. And then one day, I forget where I was, but I was out somewhere, and I got offered a graphics card for basically next to nothing. It was supposed to be about 250 quid, and I got it for about 25 quid. So I said to the bloke, yeah, I gave him 25 quid. I took it home, unboxed it, clipped it all in, connected it all up, put in the software, and now I don't care whether it's ATI or whether it's Nvidia. You know, they both are roughly the same standard, purely on the grounds of, you know, they're in competition with each other. So, you know, as long as they do the job, we're all away. Yeah, the only problem I find with CEX, like if you go to cash converters, which I know ain't as good, but cash converters,
can you not do that over my keyboard?
You can buy, say like you can buy, say like the graphics card I want, you could buy that, say like for 50 quid, yeah. Yet CEX would want almost market price, even though it's second hand. So that's the only thing I'm not keen on with CEX.
That's dead.
Mind you, I did say that wrong once to my missus when I was in, I was down at Clacton. I went, oh, I want to go in the sex shop. And the look on her face was absolutely priceless. She said, you want a what? I said, there. I said, the computer shop. She said, you said sex shop. I said, yeah, that's what it's called, sex, C-E-X. Because I don't pronounce it properly, of course, she thought I was going to go in like an Ann Summers shop or something.
So it's pronounced all as sex?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's French, isn't it?
I call it kex because in case people think I'm asking for something through town.
Yeah, I know. I now just call it CEX.
Sometimes you just need to think about the names of companies.
Yeah, they do. You know?
Imagine if you turn around, if they still did flop it, it's like, yeah, I've just gone and sold my 3.5 inch floppy in sex.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right.
You know, I think it's you in here that would come up with something like that. That's what
Yeah, I think that's what you said it was, is an R7.
That's one of the things.
Because he knows I'm on quite a tight budget, so since the heart attacks, I haven't worked in a year and a half, so money's a little bit on the tight side. But yeah, an ATI R7 is the sort of thing I'm after, but I've got to get a power supply to go with it as well. Because I had the low power side go down, so I had to quickly grab power supply that out of my stock to get the system working. I didn't think about it until afterwards. I ain't got power lead for the graphics card. I've got my lights on, so why are you giving me a message about turning your lights on? Yeah.
From 19 PM to 7 AM.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a look at that extreme, because if there is, then I will purchase it. And I will grab hold. I'll have a look when I've done this run. There is a second-hand computer place in one of the towns close to me, and he's got a couple, but there's no warranty or nothing. And a lot of people have said you think you're going in and buying new, and when you take it out of the box and everything, you can see like where it's been run, and it's got dust inside the fans and all of that. He says, and being they're supposed to be sealed, he said he's paid full price for a second-hand thing. So the shop is being a bit sort of naughty there. Yes, mate. Yeah, please. I'd love it. Yeah, just whack it in the chat because the chat's recorded as well as the stream. So I'll have the link and then I can just jump over to it.
Some off the keyboard. On the keyboard.
Cheers for that, Extreme. Absolutely brilliant of you. Thanks for that link. Wow, that was close. Do you know all them white bollardy things in the middle of the road, guys?
Yeah.
When they put them on the roads in this country, they're only plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I used to do my lorry driving, I used to deliberately sort of like run over them because they bend over and then they flat back up.
Yeah.
So I used to whack them, and then like these guys on the road got to know that it was me, and they knew when I was going through. And then one day when I went through, they put iron bar in 3 of the bloody things. I had a bit of a dent in my bumper. I knew something was wrong when they bent over and they didn't stand up again, and there was a loud bang. All I did is told me, my boss said to me, he said, "What the bloody hell you done here to the bumper?" I says, "Oh, that was a bloody deer jumped out in front of me." And he went, "Oh, right, fair enough." I said, "Didn't have a chance." I said, "He just jumped out in front of me." I didn't dare tell him that I used to knock all the bollards over on the side, on the roadworks. PSU, I think it's about 700, 800 watt. I think that's what Adam was on about. But I say, new PSU and a new graphics card, I've been quoted at 350 quid. But they're brand spanking new. And he's had his computer business for a long time. That's why I always go back to him. He's got a good reputation.
Didn't know you become your mother. Huh?
Oh dear, why ain't none of my grandkids or kids around? I've got a Yorkie bar sitting in the front room, biscuit and raisin, and I can't be bothered to get up and go get it.
Sounds good, man.
Oh yeah, the 2 I had the other day tasted really nice, and that Belgian bun.
Oh.
I'm not a bit into it. It weren't just Belgian bun with icing and the cherry on top. It had fresh cream inside. Yeah, that was lovely.
Absolutely unbelievable, man.
Yeah. I live on a balanced diet. I have 2 of everything.
Yeah. See that.
Look, I've got a dodgy ticker that keeps knocking me out every now and again. I've been dead 3 frigging times now. I don't give a shit what I eat now. It ain't gonna make no difference.
No, you know. Where the bloody hell are you guys at?
I'm over here in the roundabouts.
Good there. Oh, what screen am I laying?
Doesn't seem like that.
Okay, I was just wondering because I thought it was in my screen that was just doing it. Then again, I've raised my graphics setting up to medium rather than from low. I'm pushing my laptop a bit. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I've just done a check on my internet, and there is a slight problem on my speed because I'm 10 meg lower than what I should be on my download, and I'm about 4 meg slower on my upload. So, and my ping is 25 where normally it's down about 6. Highest I've ever known my ping is to be 9. Now it's 25 and 26. It's not a good. But I don't expect problems at the moment because the gas board are digging up the bloody pavements and roads to do the gas pipes. And they keep cutting the frigging phone lines everywhere.
This place looks familiar, man.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think we've been here before.
Think so.
I think so too. Because I think this is where them woods are that I'd like to go to in real life with a nice bit of tea.
Yeah.
With a picnic basket and a bunny bear? Sweet it. Oh, that was a tight bend. Watch out up here. We have been here before. These are those bends that just jump out on you. I'll get them random. Dun, 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 dun.
Shawnee 5 UK is now playing for.
I missed that.
Hey?
Le Bourg is where I'm at. Le Bourg, a little village. Oh, there's a junction there. And I ain't got to give way because there's no traffic. So I just pull out anyway. Scare grandma with her butt sticking out while she's scrubbing the step there.
Oh my old grandma, your grandma said the basement.
Fire. Sweet.
It's not a game. No, stop it.
Ugh. Sorry about that. Excuse me, everyone. I'm just yawning there. It said there's a speed limit sign there, I think, but I didn't read it. Maybe I should have.
Stop it, Summer.
No.
Hello, somebody at my door. Hang on, I've got to hit my anchors. Somebody at my door. It's you. Do what, Bubba? Oh, you shouldn't.
Is that Mrs. Water?
So
No,
I'll
that's-
come down and see if you've got
My daughter Emma.
a little bit of backup pinch off you.
Alright.
Fuck all.
That's what I've got, and that's Mum's.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what I've got.
Hello!
Got any painkillers?
Only for gravelling?
Oh,
No.
never mind. No, thank you.
Alright. See you later, Bubby.
See you later.
Take care, sweetheart.
Bye, Mr. Water. Have a nice day.
Oh, what's
and
that?
safe journey.
Oh,
If you do not stop, I will
alright, pussycat.
I'll sit and pussycat on you.
Yeah, she's savage, she is. She goes round biting the heads off of spiders. And mice. She brought one in the other day. I looked at her, I said, what do you think you're doing with that? And she dropped it on the floor. I said, where's it said? And she looked out the back door into the garden. And I went, well, that answers that then, doesn't it?
Certainly does, mate.
I'll tell you what, I can see a preview of my stream when it's my bloody internet in half, making it laggy. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to these guys tomorrow. Say to them, oi, you need to sort yourselves out because you keep napping the phone lines up. Making my streams crap, you arseholes. Sort it out. I can't wait for them to hit the electric cable. Well, because just outside mine where they think they're going to put the gas pipe, they've gone around with a thing, a beep beep thing, and they've marked out the telephone line and they've marked out the water one. But what I ain't going to tell them is the fact that just above the water pipe is the electric cable. They is going to get a shock. More in ways than one.
Water and electric. Great combination.
Yeah. I'll be right outside my... Hey, 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 hey. Whoa. Yeah, I just suddenly realised that there's a roundabout there, so I had to hit my brakes rather hard and sharp. I got round it. I didn't hit nothing this time. And anybody who's watching my stream, yes, I did crap myself in.
Bit of a roller coaster ride then.
Mm. Sam up, be a good girl. Well, you don't get no Smarties. Oh, Grandpa Walter will come and eat them.
Well, I'm miles away, and I'm meeting you guys at the Red Spanner.
Oh, you can't be that far behind me, mate, because the money's like crawling along at 40.
My drop-off place just up on the corner here.
But is it a Batiste?
No, MNN. There you go.
Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet.
I think it's like the quarry.
Oh, I know where you're going. Yeah, I've been there. That's a long old drive to that quarry.
It's a long bloody way.
Yeah.
Should be able to have some little Montpellier.
Yeah, should do.
No, you ain't. You got to drive to Montpellier. I've had to. Just because I think that's totally wrong. Because I mean, come on, let's face it. I mean, we've had to drive from A to B.
That's true.
Just because he's decided he wants to deliver somewhere shorter, and then wants to F7. That ain't on. I'm gonna get something done in the rules about that.
I still win this situation.
Well, I cancelled off an IF7 from where I was.
Oh, did you now?
I did.
Ah, there you go. I'm just about to drive. Oh, wow. Whoops. I will be with you in the next half an hour. I have to suddenly quit out the game for some reason.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I pressed the wrong one.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's common for saying you're going to have 7.
I didn't have 7, mate.
Yeah, the only effing now is the effing language.
Yeah, exactly.
Me smart, me. They named me Einstein. Oh, what a stupid place to put a diversion sign. Right on a sharp bend. Cool, it's dark in this woodland area. It was nice and light. Now it's all gone dark.
But, leave it to go.
I'm freaking ain't Marvin, I tell you.
Next to him, mate.
I want to nick a box of Jaffa cakes, but my missus will kill me if I touch them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because it's the gelatine in the orangey bit. I'm not allowed it.
Alright.
But it ain't a Jaffa cake without that, so you got to munch on it, ain't you?
Yes.
You know?
You live once, make it the best.
Bumps. I didn't actually hit that barrier or that signpost.
No, you didn't do that.
No, I just nudged them a little bit. I didn't get no damage. Oh, maybe a little bit. Mind you, there's an easy way to cure that. It's just if I go like that. No damage now.
Good man. Oh, stop it.
Worst so I might not F7, but at least I'll fix on the road.
Careful, everything you say it repeats and the street.
Pizza.
And then we'll come down and knock it clean out.
I get told off when I have pizza. You're not allowed pizza, all that cholesterol. Yeah, but I have pineapple on it. That's one of my 5 a day.
5 a day?
Yeah. If I eat 5 of them pizzas with a bit of pineapple on, I've had my 5 of 5 a day.
You could have done that, so that burn the bloody coil right out.
Here we go, got to get faster, got to get faster. Let's paddle up. Hello, Periscope have done it again. Warning, I know what it is. My bit rate's too high, my audio bit rate is too high. Well, alter it then, you dumb shits.
See, I didn't have 7 it, I drove it.
Yeah, you drove it from the repair bit. Didn't F7 it.
Victory's courage.
No, I'm being honest, he might not have F7'd it, he just might have done a fast travel.
No, I didn't do that either, I drove it.
Right, hard. Because it started off at your garage, you know.
Yes, you sure from the garage?
That's very appropriate, and it that you drop your load and then suddenly the computer crashes. So, you know, when it restarts, of course, you're at your garage, which means you can drive it.
But there you go, I didn't do nothing. I didn't have 7 it. And I didn't mean to quit out my game. It just happened.
Accidentally on purpose, like, yeah. And there's me still chugging along the bloody road with a massive price, 130 mile to go. You're kidding me. I'm putting my foot down, I'm going too bloody slow. Right, that's it.
Fucking for you, mate.
That's because I slowed down because I was waiting for the beast to come up behind me.
Good.
The old foot's down now. We are clocking some miles per hour.
What?
I am clocking some miles per hour. I'm already doing 91.
That's dead.
Oh, great, toll great, so I'll have to slow down in a minute. It's 93. Now I've got to slow down because they're already toll gates.
Who's got their engine on?
Which
Where's me?
I could roll away the hours, pick in all the flowers and smoking all the weed.
I don't know if I got Gary.
Oh, no. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to have a bowl of cornflakes, I think.
You're going to have a bowl of cornflakes?
Yeah, I'm going to have a bowl of cornflakes. Really fancy a bowl of cornflakes.
Really fancy.
Do I go there or do I go there? I'll go there. I nearly went down the wrong road then.
Anxiety, stop swearing, you mate. I wouldn't exactly say lay down the sink.
No, I wouldn't lay down in the sink. You can sit in the sink.
No shot is your girlfriend for being able to lie down in the sink.
Yeah, I was going to say, freaking out.
4 foot from the town.
I'd like to see a picture of that. That would be amusing. Hey, shut ass! We'll now nickname you Titch. And if you can hear me, I'm in shit. That's right. I just blame it on Dave.
Yeah, Dave felt.
Yeah.
Dave is there.
Yeah, I've already dropped him in the shit once today, so he couldn't believe it. I turned the tables on him, could he? That was classic. And live on stream as well. He was screwed.
I'm surprised he didn't go off on one. Fair?
Nah, he won't.
He loves us all dearly.
I don't know why, but the guy's got a hell of a lot of respect for me for some reason.
Mate, what's that? What will make you cut out?
Yeah, I say it, I don't understand why, but the guy's got a hell of a lot of respect for me. I've watched a couple of his streams back, and I am.
Because of the older generation, man. Everyone is, you know, anyone normal would have respect for the elder. You know.
Yeah, but
if you're a stupid kid that don't know anything but to piss people off.
Yeah, but it's like when I've listened, he said once on one of his streams, he says, I'm like a second dad to everybody in the VTC, you know.
You are. You listen.
What? Yeah, I do. I do listen to people, and
no.
I try to help them if I can.
Exactly that, you know.
Yeah. But even if I can't, just sitting and listening helps people out a hell of a lot.
Absolutely, mate. Cleaning the table is disgusting. Well, yeah, it's only coil and that thing heats up, which burns the cotton wool, which then gives a vape. I don't know. If we got cotton wool, could make a new one.
I've got cotton wool. Well, I haven't. Deb says she's got a bloody bag full of the stuff.
Doesn't happen to me while down here.
called me the other day, nicking a load. She said, what are you doing with that? I went, cleaning. She said, what are you cleaning? I said, my screens. She said, what, with my cotton wool? I said, well, I'm using my screen cleaner. No? I said, you spray it on. I said, and then cotton wool gets into the corners, gets all the dust and shit out, you know. Well, you shouldn't be using, she goes, you shouldn't be using my cotton wool for that. I says, them little cotton wool balls, I says, come in quite handy. She said, we get your own cotton wool balls. I said, they're too big and hard. She just called me a prat and walked off.
Yeah, you just take the old cotton wool and put a new cotton wool in. Well, you busted it now.
Do you know what I really fancy? I'm going to have one in a minute.
What's that, mate?
I'm going to have me a glass of scotch.
Oh, simple now. Fancy some.
Glenmorangie.
It's alright.
Oh yeah, I only drink the best. I don't drink none of that.
I'm going to go make coffee
cheap.
because that's what I was originally doing. But
yeah. I don't drink none of that Tesco's cheap shit.
Coffee.
All that crap they got in Lidl's. I know it's expensive. It's about 35 quid for a bottle of the stuff, but I mean, Glenmorangie is bloody beautiful scotch. I used to drink Teachers.
Yeah.
But then they said, like, you know, that underage is a bit naughty.
Brilliant.
Did actually sort of like, I made a comment like that when I was at school. My headmaster turned round and he says, that is not the sort of comment you should be making towards your teachers. I says, you're only jealous because you're a bloody queer. He says, my sexual orientation has nothing to do with the way I run this school. I said, yes it is. I said, school's just as bent as you are. I got expelled.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd give you a gold star for that one.
No, they didn't. They nearly gave me a gold star for the next time I had a run-in with them, no. Because as I said, when I was young, I had like a very big chip on my shoulder. And
yeah.
I used to lose my temper very, very quick. But this headmaster, Terence Fleshy was his name, he'd been in contact with my father about both my brothers at the school. And it was starting to cause my mum some problems.
Yeah.
So one day, this idiot headmaster decided to phone my mother up. And he was basically slagging her off. I grabbed the phone and I says, who is this? He says, who's that? I said, Mr. Hoskin. And that's I was addressed, you know, I was 21.
Yeah.
So he says, oh right. He says, I'm glad I ain't talking to that silly bitch anymore. He says, can't stand her, she's ignorant. I says, you're talking about Mrs. Hoskin? I went, yeah. I said, my mother. He says, no, your wife. I said, no, my mother. He says, which Mr. Hoskin are you? I says, I'm the one that is going to make sure you never talk to anybody like that again. And he said something or other to me and hung up on me.
Oh,
He really blew my fuse. So I literally run 3 miles to the school. I've got to remember what people said now. Apparently, when I got into the school, I wasn't opening the doors with the door handle. I was opening them with my head. Just bang. And I was just demanding on where this flesh bloke was. And they were going, well, we don't know, he's not here, you know. And I mean, the teachers were bricking it. You know, I was gone out. Apparently, I was like an animal. And I did finally catch him after doing about, I think it was about £15,000 worth of damage to the school with all the doors and God knows what else. Plus plus grabbing hold of teachers and PE teachers and such like and pinning them against the wall, wanting to know where this bastard was. The cops were called, and by the time they got there, I just found him. And I literally just walked straight in his classroom. I didn't even stop to think about it. And I just literally went straight in his classroom to see him, grabbed hold of him by the throat, and I was literally holding him off the floor by his throat. The guy was going blue, you know. I don't know how I was calmed down, but the cops came in, grabbed me, handcuffed me, and said, you know, from what they said, that, oh, you know, I'm going up for attempted murder. They took me up to the office. The deputy headmaster decided to get involved and spoke to me, and I told him what had been going on, and he turned round and he said to the police officers, he said, I don't want no charges pressed. And I just looked at him and I thought, you what? I thought, what are you up to, you know? Because I was very suspicious then, because you don't let people off when they've done something like that, especially the amount of damage I've done. He said, well, he just turned round and he says, I've had a word with the gentleman. He says, in very extenuating circumstances that are going to be rectified and dealt with. He says, all I've asked him to do is come in and help repair the damage that he's done, and also apologise to the class school kids who are sitting there quite distraught because they just put somebody, basically murdered somebody in front of them, you know. So I did agree. I went in the following day, walked into the class. All those that were in that class were brought in. The bloke that I strangled wasn't there. He was kept out of the way. And I apologised to the whole class. I just said that it was extenuating circumstances. I'd been pushed past a limit that I sort of reacted on. And what I did was not only wrong, but I should have realised that, like, you kids definitely do not need to see that sort of thing in real life, you know. It's just totally wrong. And the class actually turned around and they said, we thank you for your apology. So we don't know what's caused all of this, but we appreciate your apology. And, you know, they said, we won't say any more about it or anybody else, you know. I was lucky, I got off so light, but I mean, you know, attempted manslaughter, you're looking at what, 20 years? Yeah, so I would have come out when I was about 42, you know. But luckily, I wasn't prosecuted or nothing. I actually got away with it, which is bloody lucky. Not proud of it. I'm proud of the fact that I dealt with the situation. I'm just not proud of the way I dealt with it. It was wrong. Yeah. You know? But I helped him do all the repairs, like I promised. I even paid for some of the repairs, which I should have done. And it was never mentioned again. And the only thing that jogged my memory about it was actually, I think it was about March. Somebody knocked on my door. I said, hello. They went, got a parcel for you. And as I got this parcel, they turned around and said, we know you. I said, do you? They went, yeah. You're that guy who came into the Ramsey school that day and basically killed the head teacher. Yeah. And I sort of just sat there and looked, and I thought, that ain't ever going to go away, you know? Because like 32 people that see me do it, and will always remember it, sadly.
That's it. It's just something that was a big talking point in school after.
Well, yeah, it was not a very good talking point, to be honest, you know. But
You know, really sort of kid, like, I probably think that was cool. You know what I mean? Like that.
well, maybe. I don't think it was cool. I think it's bloody stupid what I did.
Oh yeah, but obviously when you're that age, anything like that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I did say to them, I says, how come you remember? And they said, you know, it's not something you sort of ever forget. They said, we actually thought, you know, because like the ambulance people had hold of him and they were giving him oxygen. And they said that took ages for them to sort of like bring him round. You know, and I said, yeah, well, I says, you know, something I will never forget. I said, I'll put it to the back of my mind. I said, but I'll never forget it. That's why I went and had treatment for me anger management.
Yeah.
Which worked the second time round, didn't work the first time round. The first time round, the bloke who was doing the anger management really wound me up, pushed me buttons, and I smacked him. And he just said, he says, I think we'll get you to see somebody else. I went, okay. Yeah.
Where are we gonna go then?
I don't know, just thinking.
Well, I'm just wondering, are you guys at the Red Spanner?
Yeah, no, I've just been kicked as well then.
Well, I'm at the wrong frigging place then. I did a U. I decided to do an F7.
I did an F7 now.
Oh, right. Well, I did. And it's put me down in frigging Marcel. Where are we supposed to be? Montpellier, aren't we? Why didn't it put me into Montpellier then?
Don't know.
Rightio. That's easy enough dealt with. Hang on, I'll do this a quick way. Bugger that. I ain't F7 in again to there.
It could be because there's a yard close in Montpellier that's closer to Marseille.
Garage manager.
So it could get quite busy for us on the roads.
Oh, jolly good.
Very, very good.
Very, very nice. Very, very cheap. £1 fish. Very, very nice.
What is the password to the farm? We gotta pay for it to get the password.
Well, that's alright. If you want to go in, I know they say about the password, yeah, just say use my, because I'll put a tenner towards the farm for you guys to use to go in, so just use that, mate, because I won't play it.
Who?
Chuck Nuts or something just posted a Discord what's password for the farm.
Alright.
No.
No. Has he paid towards it?
Mister.
Can I choose a place to go?
Yeah, man.
How about no?
Well, it's up to them. I mean, I'll put a tenner in the pot, so I mean, if they want to use it for truck nuts, it's up to them. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. As long as it's got money in the server, I don't give a toss. I won't play it.
Can we go to
Mate, I didn't quite hear you.
Genova? It's north of Italy, but it's not in DLC.
No.
I don't think it's on there.
DLC, that doesn't really matter to me, mate.
It's just literally just like further east.
Yeah. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genova it is, and ladies.
Now that's weird. Right.
No.
No, that's strange. Restream says I've got 4.
It's Genova, yeah?
Restream says I've got 4 YouTube members watching me. Yeah,
4 YouTube members, how are you doing today?
Yeah, the only problem is YouTube is only saying I've got 1 watching now.
There's something wrong with it, mate.
No, it says 2.
No, it says 4.
Don't be silly. Still only 2 peeps watching.
It was weird because there's an up and down platform like it. Goes up and then goes down, down and then goes up.
Yeah, as I say, like my subs goal.
Yeah.
I've got 78 subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't count with my followers. And I found out what I've got to do is I've also got to do another one that has my followers on. I went, what? And stupid or I'll try and work it out.
With those followers and stubs, I think there's not much slight difference. It's just
no, there ain't. They're just called different things, but it's just that, like, all the subscribers are what are on YouTube. All the followers are what are coming in on Twitch. Which has actually been dead quiet tonight. I've only had 2 people in from Twitch. But it's a Sunday night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up and down.
You know.
I think Squirrel streams to me on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of the big ones stream on Twitch on a Sunday night, so it probably is. It's that a lot of people are on with their stuff.
Took half of their population of people.
You know. But they are massive YouTubers, aren't they, you know?
yeah, but they work hard with them.
They're not an amateur like me.
Oh, we've got to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that. I mean, if I actually said that and somebody like Squirrel heard it, they'd say, you know, you need to knock that attitude on you, because, you know, everybody's an amateur. The only way, you know, even they're still amateurs, but, you know, they just get subscribers and that and sponsors.
Where the hell? Saved it.
Oh, Hayden loved me truck, didn't he? Yeah, Hayden Bishop. That's because I've got all this chrome on the front, you know, and the way I've done it.
I don't know. He confuses me.
Well, Hayden?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is fucking funny though when he's on form.
I've got no day. They're good easy, so I don't understand him sometimes.
Yeah. He's a bloody hard worker though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mind you, I mean, his missus and kids, you know, he's devoted to them, isn't he?
Yeah.
So wait. Look at that now, this is the absolute bollocks there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this stream. I'm going to call it a night there because I am going to go get something to eat. I might stream again in a little while. Be even better if my internet sorts itself out and gets back to the proper power. So I will catch you all later. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thanks for the follows and the subscriptions. And I will probably catch you later. All the best. Thanks ever so much for your support. This old boy's out.
Bye-bye.